probably be like a community game. Alright, we're gonna be spawning into family residence. This is somewhat of a tough map for nurse. I feel like they could find it a bit hard to play on. Okay. Definitely not nurse. Looks like we're gonna get into an early chase here. Whisker. He has his hide moonlight kind of... Okay, so he does hide his light and continues to chase. So we'll keep that in mind. We're actually going to try 360 spinning in this bush. Try hide line of sight. Okay, that's very well played by Wesker. I know there's a survivor in the shack, so I don't necessarily want to tell him where the other survivor is. I see Steve is actually working on a gen. Okay, I'm gonna take some distance based off that. I know he has corrupt. I'm gonna wait here for a second. I'm just gonna walk just so he doesn't see me. I'm gonna try run off in the distance. Okay, I want to loop him towards this side of the map. That's very well played, man. I got stuck on that rock, and as I was getting stuck on that rock, I was trying to look behind me. I probably should have taken the right side of that rock and taken like towards the shack. But in saying that, I hope he doesn't have any pain res. Steve is doing the gen right there. Steve did see the killer off, or was it that gen? I'm not too sure. It's one of those two gens, and that's why I wanted to run away from this side, because I knew the killer had corrupt on this side. So I wanted to somewhat get some sort of distance away from Wesker, where it's not close to the generators. I am gonna go and get this injection here. Corrupt has now expired because he's hooked, well, he's down the first survivor. So there's no such thing. Sorry, not the injection. I'm going to get the spray. That's a nemesis injection that I'm talking about or thinking about. I am going to drop the other one right. I'm going to drop the second spray here. I'm going to heal myself to 99. He doesn't have Sloppy Butcher, so I don't need to worry about healing myself completely. And then I'm going to jump on the generator here. We have only one generator that's pretty much done. The other one I think is around half in that sort of direction there, in that main building. I know two of the other survivors are also there. So I'm just going to 99 this. Okay. And then I'm just going to work on this with resilience and make use of my perk like completely with 9% extra speed on generator progress. That survivor's going to get the unhook. I know I don't need to go in for anything. I know the killer's there as well around the hook. But there might be some sort of trade going on. I'm not too sure what the other survivor's doing right now. They're possibly just running around trying to find another teammate, maybe find a generator. Looks like the other teammate's on a generator. Looks like the killer's gonna come towards me here. But in chase with Steve. I saw Bro fly in the middle. Okay. I saw Wesker go towards a shack in chase with Steve. Now one thing that's pretty much very, very, very strong in Dead by Daylight, and I don't do enough of it, but I should do more of it, is leaving the loop early. If you leave the loop early, it means that the killer could start chasing you. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate that I've never missed a skill check in my life is what I mean. But leaving the loop early means that the killer's gonna chase you outside of chase, which doesn't increase the bloodlust. Well, the killer doesn't get bloodlust. Now the killer actually saw me, and I know they saw me, and I know that they're gonna come for me. So what I'm gonna do is, based off his positioning, I'm actually gonna heal myself. Okay, so I do see the killer there. I'm just trying to run as far away as I can from the hook. He is cutting me off. Okay. I got some sort of distance. I'm on the other side. These two survivors are still here though. Like, they're healing. Unfortunately, like, they're not on the other side where I'd, like, realistically like them to be. Wes is going to use his power here. I'm not going to give him the pallet. Okay, I'm going to get distance based off that. And I'm actually going to go back to that same loop. Oh no, this is not good for me, but I could possibly utilize the same loop again. That's unfortunate. I couldn't get into the pallet in time. I thought he might have been trying to fake it. Survivors took a long time to go to the other side of the map. They're all healed, which is nice. I am on death hook, so I just got to be that somewhat a bit more careful now. We're not getting as much gen progress as realistically we would like in this game. So the killer does have, what is it, 4 hooks, but he does have me on death hook. So we're not getting the gen progress that we would like. The survivors are not working on objectives as much as he's keeping up pressure with us in the chasers. I didn't give him any pallets. I could have given him a pallet, but I decided not to, and I decided to actually save it. I'm on death hook, so I think I do want to get healed here, and I'm also going to get the hindered effect and slowing down. So I am going to get healed. It's nice that Meg's actually still doing that generator that I was initially working on. If the killer actually sees this, the killer doesn't see. Oh, okay, they do want to spray me, which I would love to take. I need a bit again. Now that I'm on death hook, I need a. My game style changes so much when I'm on death hook. When you're on death hook and the killer catches you, it pretty much means that, you know, the killer is going to kill you once they catch you and they down you and put you on a hook. But what happens for the teammates is there's a lot more pressure happening. I'm going to try and work on this generator here. That's the Meg. I'm glad that she's going in for the save here. And if she does get found, because she hasn't even been hooked once. Steve is in chase, as we can see on Kindred. So we'll always know what sort of direction the killer is coming from. We could also see the wiggling arm on the left side of the screen next to Steve's name. The nice thing is if Meg gets this unhook and then they both go back up to that middle generator where the basement is and work on it, they could possibly complete it by the time Steve gets hooked, caught, and then the killer runs back towards them. I know Steve ran in that sort of direction, so I don't need to worry about too much about the killer coming towards me. I don't think he has any sort of perk called Tinkerer or anything that could hide his terror radius, or anything that could potentially come and just like creep me out, or, you know, give me a jump scare. He's still in chase, so that's nice. Looks like they actually didn't heal and they're straight back on that generator right in the center of the map. Looks like Steve actually went down near them, so they might actually be pushed off that. I don't think they'll be able to complete it in time by the time they're off it now. Looks like they're going to heal because that survivor is on death hook also. There's 3 survivors on death hook. Realistically, we would love if the Meg gets in chase now. If the killer actually chases Meg, that is very much an option. I am going to actually use this medkit on this survivor here being on death hook. Looks like the killer is actually going to commit here. Let's see if he sees me. I'm glad he sees. Okay, this is not good that he actually sees that survivor. This is not good because they are on death hook now, so now we're in a tricky situation. Unfortunately, I couldn't save him. I could have taken a hit, but he did have God, so I thought it was going to be okay. I'm just going to chill here. He's going to go straight to the generator in the middle of the map. We could just comfortably work on this generator. Meg is the one doing that generator. Meg hasn't been hooked, so we do have time for Meg to get chased and all that sort of stuff before the killer even thinks about, you know, coming back towards this corner of the map. If they do decide to come back towards this corner of the map, I do have hope once they M1 me. I do also have mate for this. I know Meg is quite good in applying gen pressure, so I'm not too concerned if the killer comes here. I could run towards the shack. I still have shack pallet up. I have TNL walls to my left. I believe I still have a pallet just in that next tile up. So I still have plenty of time. I'm not too sure what the Steve is doing right now. They might be trying to finish that gen. Or do I hear a Steve? I know, I hear a Meg instead. Again, Meg I know runs, has some good gen pressure. So, definitely is someone that, you know, he always is looking to apply pressure towards the killer. The killer looks like they're chasing Steve, who's on Death Hook. I'm assuming it's near Shack though. Meg had adrenaline. That's why she was all about, you know, doing the gen. Unfortunately, Steve got caught. He is on Death Hook, so we're trying to just get this door open ASAP. I hope this Meg could just come here and take a body block hit for me, just in case he gets down to that sort of position where I need that body block hit. Unfortunately, she knows she's actually hiding in a corner, which is not good, but it looks like I'm going to be able to open this in time. Am I able to escape in time? That's a different story. Let's find out. Okay. I really hoped Meg actually took the body block hit for me. Meg is also going to be able to escape in time, so that's going to be all good. What you could do in a situation like that, you could stand in front of the person that's actually on the gate and take the body block hit for them in order so they have enough time to open the door and escape.